Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Courtney and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and Ebay. If you're not new, thanks so much for coming back. It always means the world to me. So I'm here today with another bins haul, and actually this is part of a giant bins haul. So if you already watched the recent bins versus stores, it was $50 in 4 hours. That may have been right before this. That actually was my first 4 hours at the bins this same day. However, my mom was there and I don't take her, I'll sell the stuff that she finds, but I don't use that for the bins versus stores. And this also isn't including hard goods, and we found quite a few hard goods. So this is just clothing. It's 8 hours of my mom's time, 4 hours of my time, which was the second half of the day. It also includes 4 to 5 hours of driving. And yeah, the cost was $135 and there were 98 items. I did break out the clothing and shoes to pay separately so that I could have the shoe prices be a little bit more accurate and not affect the clothing. So the clothing came out to 92 cents per item, and then the shoes came out to $1.98 per item. So with that, I'm just gonna jump right in. I have my very favorite finds up first, and then everything else is scattered. There's designer scattered and all sorts of variety, which I love. And if you like haul videos and you aren't already subscribed, if you like reseller content, definitely feel free to check out my other videos or subscribe. And if you like this video specifically, the thumbs up means a lot to me. And I'm just excited because this was a really fun bins day. So I'm just gonna jump right in and tell you, I found the Mecca, or someone donated their entire vintage designer scarf collection, and I grabbed a bunch of them. I don't know if I grabbed them all. I grabbed a bunch of them, and I'm just gonna try and quickly go through these. I was very excited because it was kind of near the end of the day, but the very first one I found was this really pretty, and if something feels nice, I do not wear gloves. I will clean my hands after the bins, but I want to be able to feel things. And this is Oscar de la Renta. This is beautiful. And it had this tag as well. And when I noticed this, I also noticed there were other kind of silky looking items that were colorful in this same bin. And so I just started digging. And yeah, there were a whole bunch. So in total, I believe there were, let's see, there were 14 branded or designer scarves. There were 3 that I couldn't find a brand, so the tags may have been cut off, but I might still try and sell on Etsy. All of these are going to be listed on Etsy and eBay. I'm not even going to try and list them on Poshmark because I don't think the market's there. And I never listed on Etsy, but I think this is a good time to try it out. So with that, this first one, Oscar de la Renta, hoping to only get about 10 to 20. That was one of the lower priced ones, but it's still very pretty and I'm sure it will sell. This next one, I found 2 by this brand, which is Liberty of London. Just a very pretty. Most of them are silk. This one, I'm actually, all the Liberty of London, all of them were 20 to 30 is my guess on the comps. So this one's actually probably the most valuable. These were all neatly folded, but I opened them up so I could show. This is so beautiful. And I can't remember if you say this. Is it Bulgaria? Is the V like you say an L or a U? I think that's how you say it. But this exact scarf, I only found one listed, and it's on Etsy, and it's currently listed for $119, and it's just beautiful and just so fun. All of these, I believe, are vintage. And yeah, Etsy was actually the place I was going for comps because it seems like there's a pretty decent market there. So with that one, I'm hoping to get about 70 to 90. Keep in mind, all of these scarves came in at 15.9 ounces. So they weighed almost exactly $1.99, which is the cost per pound at my bins. And the return on these is going to be over 500 if my comps are accurate. And I don't think they're going to sell quickly. I'm not saying that, but I do think that there's a market for vintage scarves. This is a really pretty black and white. I didn't know this. It just said Vera. And when you look it up, it's Vera Newman. And hers seem to go between about 20 to 28. This one is another kind of potentially higher priced one. And it's Miss Balmain Paris. And actually hoping to get about 60 to 80 for that. There were 3 in here that were pretty high, potentially high money makers. This one is another Liberty London. So a slightly different tag, but again, 20 to 30 for these. Each, that one. This is really fun, and this was by the brand Echo. Beautiful scarf. Hoping to get with that one only about 10 to 20. It's beautiful, but it didn't have as high of comps. This one's actually not silk, but it's Gucci. And it's just a cotton. So here's the Gucci. I'm not sure if it's picking up. And then there was a tag somewhere right here. So yeah, very hoping to get about 40 to 50 for that. This one is potentially, I think, another moneymaker. And this is Yves Saint Laurent. And here's the logo. It's a little awkward to show these. Someone said, oh, I love the way you hold things. It's just an awkward, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else on YouTube thinks it's a little awkward to hold things, but this is beautiful as well. I think all of them are beautiful in their own right. This is here you are. Not sure how you pronounce it. Is it Carlisle? So the Yves Saint Laurent, I'm hoping to get 60 to 80. The Carlisle, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, 20 to 30. This is another Vera Newman, really pretty, and hoping to get, again, 20 to 30 for that. This is another Liberty of London, and hoping to get 20 to 30 for that. And then this one is not silk. Most of them are silk. But this is a brand, Les Olivades. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but that's my take. So really pretty. And the comps on this look like about 20 to 30. And then this one is, let's see, Jacques Haim, not sure, but and hoping to get 20 to 25 for that. I did get 3 other ones. Again, I was just picking them up. These may have had tags at some point, and they must have been just cut off, but they were in the same collection, so I'm assuming they're all vintage, and so I might sell these as a lot, just unbranded. But with that, very exciting to find so low cost for scarves, and they're all just thank you to the person who donated your vintage designer scarf collection. So moving on, I've got clothes, and then I've got some handbags and shoes, and I'm going to try and speed through so that this video isn't too long, but it was a big bins day, and this is just the clothing stuff, like I said, for my mom the whole day, and then me the second half of the day. So this first item are some overalls. These are actually someone, a person, not factory made, cut them off. These are Adriano Goldschmied. And the full length of these actually had really great comps, around 100. I don't know how cut off overalls will do. I was going to wash them a few times so they get frayed a little bit more. And I already washed them once. They weren't frayed at all. So, but I still think they might sell since it's going into short season, hoping to maybe get 20 to 30 for these. I did find a couple men's items, and usually I separate those out into another haul, but I didn't get too many, and I'm already doing a separate hard goods haul, so you'll find a couple men's items scattered, but that's about it. This is a new at Tags. It's from the Men's Warehouse, Pronto Uomo, and it's just fun. It's got like this little stuff is all kind of velvety, so it feels nice, and just liked it. So comps on these were a little bit mixed, but I think because this print might do better, so about 30 to 40 for that. One of my favorite brands to find is Equipment Femme, and this is just a silk. It's an anchor print, and this anchor print was doing pretty well, so about 40 to 50 for this. And that was a size small. These pair of jeans, I don't pick up too much Zara for women's, but I thought these were really cute. So this is Zara, and these are just have a like red, white, and blue line. It's a skinny style, a little bit open on the end, but just really cute and kind of distressed, kind of tiny, I think. So US size 6, but a little bit of distressing. So thought those were cute. Only 20 to 28 for those. Got a pair of Rag & Bone. These are really pretty. These are a skinny. So this is Rag & Bone, size 27, size green, or color green, size 27, skinny. Oh, geez. But they seem to be in good condition, and I like Rag & Bone. I like selling it. It's just, it's a very expensive brand, so 40 to 50 for those, for that color. This I didn't have with the vintage scarf collection, but I was actually really excited to learn about this. Where is the tag? Here we are. So this is a Lee and Luca, and it's actually a scarf or beach wrap or sarong, but a lot of people have this labeled on as Anthropologie, which it's not on their brand list, and it doesn't have a RN number to match, so I think it just kind of has an anthro look. But these are very expensive. I think the retail on these, yeah, the original price on this exact one is $125. And it's very versatile. On their website, it shows you different ways you can wear it. But this is all kind of velvety as well. And it's just beautiful. So I'm actually hoping to get about 40 to 60 for this. Some of them went for more and some of them maybe went for less because maybe someone didn't know what the value was. But it's only 95% cotton and 5% silk. But very pretty, and I was just excited to find that brand. There's a group of guys, and my mom and I park our cart near this group of guys almost every time. They're almost always there. They're vintage t-shirt hunters. And they're funny. And every once in a while, they'll give us a look like, oh yeah, good find. And they're not shopping for the same stuff as us. But I really like this group of guys. They're just nice to us. And they don't typically give us anything, but this time one of them asked if we wanted to take these Dolce & Gabbana. They're just men's jeans. They're distressed, straight leg. It was kind of right when we were leaving, so this is kind of rubbed off. And I mean, it's got a lot of holes, like all back here, and they're intentional, but I couldn't find any tags, so I don't know if those were cut out. But I think I'm just going to throw this up on auction. This tag right here, the size tag is 32, and this tag is faded, so they're pretty dated. I think I'm just going to throw them up on auction. But anyways, I don't think those guys know I have a channel. But if they do, or if they ever watch this, you guys are pretty cool. My mom and I like parking our cart next to you. So with that, I don't really have an approximate because it's just going to go up on auction. Yeah. So, but I'll give it a shot. I like throwing some random stuff up on auction on eBay. These are a pair of Free People shorts, just kind of a light black, distressed. Why is that? All this has been washed that can be washed. So, Free People size 2. The only downside with this, when I got it out of the wash, was this back pocket. The little snap on the pocket isn't there. I think it's still easy to wear. So I'm still going to try and sell it. I did break down the value. I'm actually only hoping to get about 10 to 15 with these now. So, you know, might have been able to get 20 to 25 for those, but that's okay. This is an intimately Free People. Very strappy. It's a very pretty kind of nightie. Yeah. So just black. It's got some lace detail on the bottom and down the side and just very pretty. This was a size small, but very soft, very nice. Hoping to get about 20 to 28 for that. This is a new with tags, Romeo and Juliet. So here's the brand. Here's the info. And I think they sell this at Nordstrom or I can't remember. Just a little mini sequin skirt. There looked like there were a couple strings that I need to take care of, but I thought it was cute and new with tags. I wouldn't have picked it up if it didn't have new with tags. Hoping to get about 20 to 25. So I found these and I'm gonna have to take them to a dry cleaner. It's Celine, which is very expensive. These are just gray slacks, trousers. But when I was inspecting, I noticed that some of the stitching was coming loose right at the back. So but it's right on the seam. So I think it's easy to fix, and this is definitely potentially a decent value. I'm expecting about 70 to 80 for this, but I need to get it fixed. So, but that's my first time finding that designer. So that was kind of fun. Pair of Lululemon, I think they're called Speed shorts, but really fun, kind of orange. Here's the logo. And this does have the actual tag still attached, so a size 8, which is a great size. Hoping to get about 20 to 30 for this. And when I say the range, I usually mean I'm going to price higher than the higher price point that I say. I'm hoping to get that range, but I typically am not going to take an offer on the low end unless it's been sitting for a while. So it just depends on how long it sits. It's a pair of Free People, black, kind of stretchy. And they've got the line detail down the side. And then I really liked the bottom. It was kind of curved, which is kind of fun. And these are pretty tiny. These are size 2. And they're not bright black, but they're still cute. I would still wear them. So those are cute, and hoping to actually get about 30 to 40. When I looked up comps for that style, it seemed to do okay. This is a Free People, I don't really know what to call it, because it's a blouse, long sleeve, lightweight blouse. It has a tie up here, and then it's opened, almost like a cape style blouse, but very pretty, size large, and only hoping to get about 15 to 20 for that. This is a little hoodie, long sleeve t-shirt, and the brand is Brooklyn Industries. And it looks like some of this stuff does pretty well. With this item, I'm actually only hoping to get about 15 to 20, but it's cute. It's got the little pocket in the front. I like a good hoodie, so I think it'll still sell. There were 2 from this designer, and I am very selective with this designer, but this is a blazer, and this is BCBG Max Azria. The reason I got it is it's extra, extra small, and I know it's hard. I mean, I'm far from that size. I'm usually, 10, 12, large XL. So it's hard for me to imagine that someone can fit into this. However, I have gotten comments from people who love the fact that there's an extra small or double X extra small, or 0 or 00, that they appreciate it, and it's hard to find because stores sometimes don't carry it. So I was actually intrigued by the size. It's a really good quality, nice classic blazer. Hoping to actually get only about 20 to 30 for it, but I think it's still cute, and I hope someone finds it. And then I also got from the same designer just a bikini. I don't typically find the whole bikini, but this one's super cute. Blue, snakeskin, and these are always a little hard. So both are size medium, so they'll be listed together. Hoping to get for this about 20 to 25. These, I saw a guy next to me at the bins, and I saw him holding this up, and I saw this tag, which is the Free People tag, and he's just kind of like, what? Had this kind of fun, like, what in the world is this? I was just standing there waiting for him to throw it back, and sure enough, he did. These are flare, kind of a distressed hem, and they are actually an elastic waist. So they're the pull-on kick flare. It's a faded black or a dark gray elastic waist distressed hem jeans. Those are all my little notes. But anyways, these actually did pretty well. So 40 to 50 for this, which I was surprised. All right, this gotta get going. A couple more bags. This is something I've already sold in a different color. It's cactus, and it's one of the first times I used the word laggin look to describe it. But I already sold this exact one. It's actually pretty cute. And love the button detail. It's not gonna get much, 20 to 25, but it's still cute. And I know it's already sold for me. This is a little Free People. It's not a big money maker, but it is good for the season. And a little cropped, kind of very boho looking, kind of great for a festival. This is size extra small. And this is, so with the Free People, I'm only hoping to get 15 to 20. I did have, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but I did have someone recently who opened a case on a very older Free People item that was in my closet for a long time. And when you get some of this Free People stuff, you see the little strings that are kind of around. Now, I find this to be pretty common on Free People stuff. Do you guys sell as is? Do you guys trim them? I kind of just feel more comfortable selling it as is because it just kind of looks like it's part of the style, but maybe not everyone agrees. So let me know your thoughts and if you guys trim those, if you don't even pick them up, if they're kind of like that, if you leave them as is, I don't know. I mean, the top that it was open on was only sold for $8 and it had been sitting for 7 months. So, you know, I always want everyone to be happy, and I don't get too many cases opened, but sometimes you try and make the right call, and or maybe I should have just showed more pictures of that and described it, but it was a long time ago. So lesson learned. This is a standard James purse, which is this is a men's button down. I believe it's men's. Yeah, no, this is women's. Okay. So they have the different sizing. So this is a size 3. I'll have to double check, but hoping to actually get about 30 to 40 for this. The button down seemed to do pretty well. This is really cute. It's another Free People Intimately Free, but it's a romper, but it's so pretty. And it's size medium, but it's definitely a little oversized, but it's so cute. Tempting to keep this. And hoping to get actually about 25 to 35 because I couldn't find one with this pretty green and embroidery. So I'm gonna hope for a little bit more. At the very worst, $20 is comparable to what I'm seeing for the rompers by Intimately Free. This one I debated on whether I should hold on to it until the hard goods, but this is not a hard good. And this is actually some money. So there at the bins are oftentimes fabric and blankets and stuff like that. I don't always look at them unless they feel nice or something. But I actually saw this, and I think I showed this in a recent haul, and someone actually in the comments corrected me. It's not Japanese, it's Finnish, from Finland. And so I found this fabric, and I thought, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't know if it's got any value. It has value. So I haven't measured it, but it looks, in the bins, it looked like it was maybe 4 to 6 yards. I can't remember. But I still need to measure it. But some of the fabric by Marimekko is going for $150 for a couple yards. I couldn't find this exact print. Some of them were a little more colorful, but this is still a really nice color. So right now I'm estimating somewhere between 60 to 100, maybe some more. I'm just gonna have to do some more research, but I mean, it weighs a little bit. I mean, it's not super light, but at most it costs $5 or $6. So that was kind of fun. I'm running out of space. This is one of my favorite brands to find, and it's Wilfred. It's an Aritzia brand. They have Wilfred and they have Wilfred Free. I've sell through this pretty quickly, and we tend to find it pretty often. Size small. This is not a big money maker, but hoping to get this item from this brand, hoping to get about 25 to 30 for that. Kind of the wrong season, so it might have to sit, but it is merino wool, so we'll see, maybe a little more. This one is Kate Spade, but it's the Saturday by Kate Spade, or Kate Spade Saturday. And I know this is the lower end line, but Mom found this. It's a little strapless dress. It's adorable. Side zipper. And perfect, I think, for wedding season, spring, summer. It's just cute. Size 4. So I'm only expecting about 30 to 35 for this, but maybe a little bit more. I mean, I know the Saturday is lower end, but maybe price a little bit higher. This is a Vince, kind of a sheer goldish sweater. And size small, but a little bit oversized. Hoping to get only about 15 to 20 for this. This is my first time finding Plenty, and I think it's Plenty by, is it Tracy Reese? I looked it up earlier, but just a little blouse. And here is the logo. If the comps are correct, only about 15 to 20, but it looks like this brand does sell. It needs to be steamed. All this needs to be steamed. I'm excited I get to start listing some of this because it's all been kind of organized and waiting for this video. It's a pair of Vineyard Vines men's swim trunks. Super cute. Hoping to get about 20 to 30 for them. These are in near perfect condition. I still washed them, but just a really black. This is J brand. The logo, or sometimes if it's black on black, they're a little hard to see. This is the Love Story. It's the 72201 Jet style, and it's a size 25, so they're pretty tiny, but they're black and flare. And if people are correct, the flare is coming back. The comps on this actually were pretty good, looking at about 45 to 60 for these. I mean, they're in perfect black condition. They need to be lint rolled, but yeah, we'll see. I bought these only because pink seems to do pretty well, and they were a size 32 and good for the season. They're American Apparel. The comps on these are only about 15 to 25, but I thought someone will like them. What happened here? I washed these. Is that just some lint? No, it looks like there's, I wonder if that's from my washer. Looks like there's a couple faint marks, so I'm gonna have to rewash that. I did accidentally throw this in with some darker colors, so hopefully I didn't damage them, but they're not super valuable anyway, so. But hopefully I can get those out, and I think someone will probably really like them. This is a swimsuit. Very cute. I love the little scalloped detail. It's a one-piece black, size 14, I think. Yeah, size 14, and it's by Ellen Tracy. So hoping to get not too much, maybe 18 to 24 for this, but it was still cute and a good size and the right season. So if you guys watched my recent 5 surprising sales, there was a big sale from my mom. My mom found this one too. She just has all the Robert Graham luck, but Robert Graham, I'm telling you. Now, it's not all created equal, so I'm actually only expecting to get somewhere between, let's see, 50 to 70 for this one. It's not as loud as the other one, but yeah, it's still Robert Graham. It's still large. It needs to be steamed and folded and neatly. It's just came out of the dryer, but yeah, she just keeps finding it, and that's great. So these are some Topshop Moto Jamie jeans. These were a great size. So these are a high waist, skinny jean, and I just love the zipper detail up here, and size 32. So great size to fit length 32. Oh, interesting. But these are very popular. A lot of people just buy these, keep buying them because they just like the fit of them. Only hoping to get about 20 to 30 for those, but I think they'll still sell. This is the Podals. And this is a silk blouse. I actually didn't look at the, I don't think there was an RN number on this. But I think when I found this brand before, and I think when I looked up this brand before, a lot of people were putting it under Anthropologie. I need to double check and see if this is on their brand list. But it's just a silk blouse, very cute. Kind of splatter paint print. Only hoping to get about 15 to 20, but it was lightweight. This is a Joie, and just perfect for the season. Not a high money maker, but just cute. It's got a tank under the sheer tank, which is nice. And hoping to get about 18 to 24 for that. This is a brand Keepsake. And this had pretty inconsistent comps as well. It's also missing a size tag, but it's a really pretty dress. And I just think it'll photograph well. I think It looks to be like a medium if I were to guess, but I'll compare measurements to the brand's website, and a little bit of a string that I've got to cut off, but it's just pretty. So only expecting about 20 to 25 for that. Oh, sorry, 30 to 40 for that. Some of the comps were much more. Some of them were a little bit less. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that brand, but it was worth a shot. This I wasn't sure about, and it looks like this might be a sleep shirt. So Montague Paris, long sleeve, button down. But if you can see the print, it's stars and the earth, but the earth are in little fish shape. So I need to do some more research on this. Some of this stuff from this brand did pretty well. For right now, compared to some comps that are similar to button downs, not this exact print, was 30 to 40. So, oh, and I should say, I almost never buy stuff for myself, but this top I did find. I don't need clothes, but it had a little bit of a tie-dye. It's weather free. It's cute. It's comfortable. That's what, I don't know, I like wearing when I'm working at home. This is an express lace skirt. It's new with tags, which is always nice. A size small, only hoping to get about 15 to 20 for this, but I like new with tags stuff from the bins. This one I'm gonna have to do some more research. Almost there, guys, almost. So this is a kind of the high pile Patagonia. And I noticed this embroidery over here, which says Endeavor. And at first I'm like, oh, is that a company? Well, it might still sell. Well, then I actually Google it, and it looks like Patagonia down in, I believe, Chile, has in Endeavor office. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's a full zip. It's the high pile. It's got the, I can't remember what the technology is, but it's very nice. And I couldn't find anything with the Endeavor like from that location. So I'm wondering if this is going to be more valuable, kind of like the Patagucci stuff. I still need to do some more research on it, but I thought it was worth picking up. And at the very least, I think it'll still sell since it's a nice Patagonia. So for right now, I'm estimating about 60 to 80, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a good auction item. This is a white dress, and it's by Intermix, exclusive for Intermix. And I can't remember if that's like an online, but it needs to be steamed, and it's kind of this polyester fabric. This exact dress is sold a couple times. It's not too much money, hoping to get about 20 to 30, but I thought it was still cute. That does not fold that way. Perfect. Okay. Couple more Lululemon items. These don't go for very much, but how can you pass them up? It's a Lululemon headband. Only hoping to get about 10 to 12 for that. And then here's a Lululemon racerback tank. And hoping to get about 20 to 30 for this. This was random, but if something's really cute for next Christmas, Christmas is going to come pretty quickly. It's a little fleece Navidad. It's got the little guy right there. Actually, looking at the RN number, this is only Forever 21, and it doesn't look like it's ever been worn. So I think, it's not going to be much, maybe 10 to 12 for this, but I think someone will like it next Christmas. So hold on to that, and it doesn't take up too much space. These are 7 for All Mankind, just cut off cuffed shorts, size 29, which is a great size. Hoping to get about 20 to 30 for those. Another bag done. And let's see, this one was new with tags. To be honest, I thought it was kind of a women's sleep shirt, partly because that's how I would wear it, but it's men's, like a long t-shirt. You know how that trend was kind of in, but it's Killian. And it looks like this brand no longer exists, at least according to my quick search, but it's just a long gray tee, new with tags. Only hoping to get about 15 to 20 for this, but I think it'll still sell since it's new with tags and it's that longer tee style. This is a Joie. And it's very pretty lightweight sweater. It's kind of got the bat wing look to it. At least that's how I would describe it. So joie, and hoping to get about 20 to 25 for this. That stylist seemed to do pretty well. This is super cute. And the comps were pretty good considering. So about 30 to 40 for this. Really cute buttons. And I think this will photograph really well. It's IC by Connie K. So I'm not sure where they sell it, but it's adorable. And I think someone will really, really like it because it's fun. Hoping to get, like I said, about 30 to 40 for that. Here's a Rebecca Minkoff. It's a one shoulder plum color sweater. Love this kind of sleeve. So here is, and this doesn't have that high of comp, so only about 25 to 35 for this. But yeah. This is a San Francisco designer, Margaret O'Leary. And it's just a very lightweight, very pretty blue cardigan. And she's got some different tags. So I'm not sure if it's going to pick up, but hopefully. And actually hoping to get about 20 to 28 for that. So this one had a bit of a flaw, but I thought it was worth the risk. I don't know. You can let me know if you think it was. It's a petite, but it's Eileen Fisher. It's a midi dress. It has this tie that goes around the waist, and it's just adorable. So it's a small petite, but I'm not sure if it's going to pick up. There is a stain somewhere on the front, so hopefully like right here. But I think it might be able to come out by a good soak. I don't pick up too many items up front that need to be soaked, but sometimes I think it's worth it. Petite, I think for really cute petite stuff like that, I think that'll sell. So hoping to get, actually, if I can get the stain out, 30 to 40 for that. That mint green is just super cute. This is a little dress, I think. Very mini dress. Very pretty. It's got the lined part underneath. And it's Society Amuse, or Amuse Society. I think it's Amuse Society. And with this, hoping to get about 20 to 28. This is a sample. It's Lovers and Friends, which is pretty expensive brand. It's a wrap shirt, very cute. It's got the sample tag. So, yeah, I find this kind of, these buy meeting sample stuff pretty often. But anyways, I did get a mannequin. I haven't used it yet. I need to put it together. But things like that I think will look really nice on the mannequin. So I'm pretty excited about those types of pieces now. I used to dread them. So with that, the Lovers and Friends, hoping about 20 to 28. This Theory is a dark gray button down. And these seem to do pretty well still. So, or didn't do as well as some of the Theory stuff, but still sold. So only about 20 to 30 for that. This, I think this is a little button-down shirt dress or tunic. And I think the tag looked nicer than what it is. So I'm not sure if it will show you. I don't really see it on my screen, but it says it's white on white. Rain plus storm. And I want to say it looked like it was a mall brand or sold at a mall brand store. But I just thought it was cute, and it had this zipper up the back, like all the way up the back, exposed, a little bit exposed. So you could kind of open it. I don't know. I thought it was cute with a pair of leggings. So the comps on this weren't that great, 20 to 25, but I think it'll still sell. So if you saw the Bins versus Stores, you saw that I got some kind of wholesale, a whole bunch of stuff in packages at the Bins. And there was one more later in the day that wasn't in the first part. I decided to give it a shot. So they all were in the bins like this. And I have 26 of them. They are little nude shaper camisole. So it's this brand New Bra, which does sell, not this, I couldn't find this exact item. It looks like they have a lot of the cups that are like the strapless, for strapless dresses and stuff. But they're all new tags in package. I'm actually only hoping about $10 to $12 for each of these. But again, one listing, I can keep them all stored very easily. They were all very lightweight, and we'll give it a shot. So 26 of them is a lot, so they might, you know, take a while to sell. But, you know, I'm looking at about $260 if they all sold for $10, or $312 if they sold for $12. So not bad for how lightweight they are and just how easy it will be to list. So again, I never find anything that I want to pick up of that stuff, but we'll give it a shot. This is my first time finding this brand. I feel like I see people talk about it on Instagram sometimes, Cut Loose. But it's just a kind of textured, deep red button down. And this brand seems to do pretty well. So 20 to 30 for that. Pretty well in that it sells consistently. Not like it's a super high end. This is a linen, another linen, and it's a size 16. It's just white button down. I'm actually tempted to just keep this. This is a 16W, but I think this would be really cute, oversized with a pair of jean shorts. So very tempting. Comps on this are not great, but people do shop for linen at this time of year. So only 15 to 20, but we'll see. We'll see if I even list it or if I keep it for some shorts. J brand. So a couple other pairs of J brand. These are just some dark wash, skinny, simple, pretty tiny. So these are the starless style, 25. So hoping to get about 20 to 28 for those. Another pair of J brand. This one does have a bit of a flaw. I thought it did. I can't remember if this was the one. I thought there was a little bit of a snag, but anyways, it's kind of this light brown skinny jean. So they do sell 20 to 28 though, is the range that I saw, but I thought there was a little bit of snag. So, oh yeah. So if you can see right here, there's a little bit of a snag. So I don't know. We'll try it. And then I did find another Lululemon scuba hoodie, except this one is pretty faded. So I might just take this to a local consignment store who might just really like Lululemon because it's pretty heavy. And I would probably only estimate, if I were to try and resell this online, about 20 to 30 because the black is just super faded. And the wrists are kind of, yeah. So I picked it up anyways. It's not super light. I maybe should have passed, but it's hard to pass up Lululemon at the bins. So with that, I just have a few more purses and shoes and a couple hats, and then we are golden. This is a long one, so apologies for that, but it was a good day. So this was actually, sometimes my mom just proves me wrong. There were two of these purses that she held up for me. I thought they just kind of looked a little cheap. And so I'm like, Mom, no. And I didn't even look inside. It's just like, no. And it's not that they weren't cute. I just thought that they were just a no name type of thing. Well, I don't think it's going to show. There is a label in here. Hopefully it picks up a little bit. But it says Mary Frances. We see vintage. And actually there's a lot of people shopping at the bins specifically only for vintage. I'm not a big vintage person. I don't know much about it. I don't wear it. It's just not my style. This is actually, so there is a little bit of this stuff that's coming apart. But it's the same brand. And these actually sell for quite a bit of money. And they're not in terrible condition. Like that needs a little bit of repair. But I mean, if vintage is right there and the comps are good, I'm about trying it. Like I'm all about that. But anyways, thanks Mom for kind of making me look at these because I probably would have passed on them. They're very detailed. I mean, you can see the handles. I mean, just very intricate. But with that, the comps are between, I mean, low end $80. Some of them were over $150. I think those were more with more documentation. So I'm estimating about 100 or 80 to 100 for each of these, but we'll see. This might be another Etsy option because yeah, we'll see. This probably shouldn't have gotten because of the weight. I did weigh it and it in fact is 5 pounds on its own. It's a Coach messenger bag and it needs to have some leather love. So there's the mark right there. It also, although it clasps on both sides, one of them, this one, the clasp is missing a little middle part. It's in good condition. Here's the Creed. It's in good condition as far as the inside. Doesn't have, you know, a whole bunch of marks or anything. Just the outside. I mean, it's been worn, and it weighs 5 pounds. So this costs $10. The comps on these are just not that great. So I actually think this is going to be a consignment option as well, where they can charge a lot more and just be excited. You know, a lot of people like Coach, and there might not be as much at some of these local consignment stores, so they might charge more. So we'll see after cleaning it up. I still think it's a beautiful bag, but if I were to sell it, only would hope for about 40 to 50 if it could get cleaned up. But this is a Fossil. It's kind of a fold over crossbody bag, which is really cute. It needs a little bit of cleaning on this side, but other than that, just a classic nice bag. So with that, hoping for about 20 to 30. And then another Fossil, whoops, which is a smaller one, but in better condition. And again, 20 to 30 for this, which is nice. And then there's this REI messenger bag. I love REI. This is a great travel bag, and it's in great condition. So hoping only to get about 20 to 30 for this, but yeah. All right, so a couple pairs of shoes, not too many. This is a pair of little cute heels, has a little zipper up the back, and this is by the brand, the Clark's line Indigo, which is a very comfortable. I actually have owned a pair of this brand before, and they're very comfortable. So great condition and just great for the season. So hoping for about 20 to 30 for those. Let's see. This is my first time finding Vera Wang, but the lavender line, which I believe is her, more expensive. Don't mind the dirt, but this is the logo. So Vera Wang lavender, 8 medium, and these are just some really cute suede boots. I think they are called fold over boots, and they have a zipper up the back, and they need to be a suede brush to just clean them up a little bit, but otherwise they're in good condition. Super cute. So hoping to get about 50 to 65 for those. These needed a little bit of leather work, but they're just adorable. Just little green flats. They're Cole Haan, so you can see up here the color is fading a little bit, but they're great condition otherwise. I mean, just as far as the bottom and stuff. So see what we can do. It's just a pop of color is fun. Hoping to get only about 20 to 25 for those if they can get cleaned up. This is some little sandals, and it's a brand Walkie, and they seem to be in really good condition. So with these, I couldn't find this exact style, so hoping for about 20 to 25 for these, but they're pretty lightweight. These are a pair of Dansko little booties. And I wasn't sure if Dansko, you can see a little bit of embroidery right here, how Dansko did like without the classic Danskos, but these still seem to sell. So hoping to get about 30 to 40 for those. And then a pair of sandals, which is Seychelles. I think they sell this at a variety of places, but I think this brand has been sold at Anthropologie. Just really cute, kind of almost like a little gladiator sandal, and seem to be in really good condition. So perfect for this season. And then there was a whole bunch of these, which getting home, I realized some of the sizing, but they're Keens, and they're the closed-toed but open back style. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And there's only sizes for, I believe, 2 of them. So 2, the sizes are worn off. Now they look to be about the same size. And I think they were just all the same person. They just got rid of their Keen sandal collection. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. For each of them, only would hope, with no size, maybe only 10 to 15. With the ones with sizes, hoping for about 18 to 25. So Anyways, and then one more pair of shoes. These are a pair of Topshop little zebra shoes, which I thought would photograph really well. They are, not sure if the brand, but only hoping to get about 20 to 25 for these, but I thought they were cute. They've got a little bit of wear, but nothing major. Somewhere, maybe a yard sale or a consignment store was trying to sell them for 40, which I think is probably more than what they were listed for, but hey, you know, I don't mind anyone trying to price however they want. You do you. All right, so a few hats, and I actually have a little hat mannequin now that I haven't used, but I do have some hats. This is really cute. That one's too small for my head because this is a small medium Scala. I did get a hat by this brand, and then I noticed there was a little bit of wear, so I didn't end up listing it, but hoping to get about 15 to 20 for this. This is an Obermeyer, which is a pretty expensive outdoor wear. This has like it's elastic, but it's got the little cover on the back. I think this is a men's. Extra large, so that one fits. So it's like a winter hat, but like ball cap style. So hoping to only get about 10 to 15 for that. The comps weren't as high as I expected. This one actually has pretty decent comps, and it's Gorin. And it says, I don't know if this is vintage too. It's wool since 1895. So these Gorin hats, which I don't think this will, yeah, I have a bigger head, but it is a really cute style. So hoping to get with this, the comps were a little bit better, 30 to 40. I'm so excited about the little head mannequin. This one's adorable. I don't think it's gonna get too much money, $10 to $15, but it's perfect for the season. It's a navy blue kind of straw hat. And this one is a little snug too, but it's perfect for the beach or the pool. It's one size, but man, this just makes you feel like you have a giant head when the one size don't fit. And then one more hat. This is a really great sun protection one, which it's sun protection zone. And these are great to do anything outdoor wear, which is great. I might actually keep this when I'm working outside. That's actually probably what I'll do, because I've got a big yard and I've got to deal with my drivable tractor, lawn tractor. So with this, if I were to sell it, which I probably actually won't now that I'm thinking about it, 15 to 20. So, and then the last item is a belt. I probably shouldn't have picked this up. I thought the original, when I looked up comps, I thought it was a little bit better. It's a belt that kind of has this like part to it. It says, I think it's vintage. Is it Bijou Turner? But the comps are not great after I got home. It's in great condition, so I might take this to a little consignment that likes vintage stuff and see what they do with it, just because it is a cute style. But anyways, if I were to list it online, I'd only expect about 10 to 15, but yeah. So the value, if you're wondering, if I were to get the low end of the comps that I shared with you, $2,675 would be the sale price, even when you remove fees and cost of goods and all the other stuff in the same day. It's crazy. And then on the high end, $3,545. This is definitely just a massive haul of really random and fun stuff. So if you like this video, if you're still around, I am sorry for the longer video, but sometimes it's just a big haul, and I like sometimes long hauls to list to. So hopefully you enjoyed. Feel free to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.